seemed like once he got a lead, Triggs really settled in. And what did you think out of his outing?
Yeah, you know what? When he's throwing the ball over the plate and threw it over the plate a little bit better as the game went along, it's got so much movement on it. And when he's throwing his breaking ball for strikes and chase, he's just a tough guy to get a good swing on. So as the game went along, seems like his stuff got a little better and then got a lead and got some confidence behind it.
Would you say that Triggs' ability to pitch around an error and your offense's ability to capitalize on it was a turning point in the game?
There's something to be said for that. And you know, close games, I mean, in this game, you know, was never at a point where we were ahead enough to where we could do some things wrong. But you're exactly right. When you capitalize on mistakes, it goes from a momentum swing one way to the other way. And when we made a mistake, Triggs just got out of it. And when they made a mistake, we ended up capitalizing on it. So that was a big part of the game today.
Speaking of mistakes, what more can you say about Healy? Just two, no doubt about it, swings.
Yeah, no, he's quite the force, and we've, you know, from the moment he got here last year, plays with an edge, very confident at the plate, and has power to all fields. So, you know, you watch him on a day-to-day basis, and you watch him take batting practice, and how seriously he takes his work pre and leading up into the game. It gives him confidence, and the ball does make a little different sound off his bat.
It's extra kudos for him for the ability to hit, despite that what's going through him defensively, that he has to play several positions. Some players don't handle those things well.
Very much so. And, you know, for younger players and not used to that, it's one thing to be moved around a little bit in the field, but it's also another thing to have to DH some. So, you know, it's just like 4 pinch hits a game, and usually younger guys are not, you know, have not had to deal with that role before, but I think he's handling it well.
Speaking about guys that came here and then started making an impact right away, what can you say about Chris Davis's start to the season this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's no shock after you've seen what he did last year, and we've talked often too about getting off to a little bit of a slow start last year, and then you know, then finishing, you know, after the month of April, being as consistent a power hitter as anybody in the game. And you know, it's great to see him to get off to a good start too, because there's no telling what the numbers can look like at the end of the year with him.
And it looked like Healy fouled the ball off pretty solid off his foot. Was that a factor in bringing him out, or was that just a matchup defensive thing?
You know what? I'm always going to get Yonder in the game late, but it was probably more of a factor at that time. I probably would have seen if we came back around to Ryan's spot, but at that point in time, it just made sense to get Yonder in the game.
With such a deep bullpen, could you treat every game like a safe situation, even though it's technically not a safe situation, using the important guys in the...
You know what? There are certain days, and today was one of them, where we were not using some guys. So as it looked like, you know, it's a 4-run game, and we have potentially our 2 main guys in that game, we're down some guys today. So that's the case almost every day now once you get into the season. And we haven't had an off day to start. You're more careful with guys at the beginning. So I was hoping just to use the 3 guys that we used today and give everybody the day off, and that's the way it worked out. I don't want to go there.
because of injuries? Or just...
No, it just we have a little scheme how we use guys early in the year and when we think we need to get guys rest. There's, you know, ups in the bullpen when guys are getting hot. That could be, you know, that's part of it. So, you know, we try to take a closer look in each and every year of, you know, trying to get guys through the season healthy and effective and not overuse them.
Can you talk a little bit about the results of your first homestand going into the road for the first time?
What's that?
The results in general of the first homestand, taken in consideration, now you're going to the road for the first time.
Yeah, there were a lot of swings in this series, 4-game series, and you know, we win the first game and then looked like potentially we had a chance to win the second game, even though they had a nice rally too to take the lead, and they won that game, and then they won handily yesterday. So there was a little more pressure on us to win this game today, so we don't open the season at home 1-3. So there were a lot of momentum swings and psychology swings over a course of a 4-game season, and you know, we got 158 more to play, so it tends to wear you out a little bit.